Hello, everyone. I want to share a quote with you, and I'm using it in part of the 6 month course that is going to happen starting in May. I'm refreshing some of the content, and also, it's anyway. The quote is around relationships. It comes up in the membership a lot. I think it comes up for all of us a lot. So here it is. This is a quote from Byron Katie from her book, Loving What Is: Four Questions That Can Change Your Life. I love the book. I read it a long, long time ago, whenever it came out. So here we go. Our parents, our children, our spouses, and our friends will continue to press every button we have until we realize what it is that we don't want to know about ourselves. Yet, they will point us to our freedom every time. So it's interesting that I think some of what I've been seeing for myself and am really going to highlight in the program coming up is that struggles and challenges inherently have a gift, that there's something in there for us. So, and that's kind of what Katie implies here, that this triggering, which is a commonly used word for pushing your buttons, um, it's it's there to point us in a direction of looking inward, of an exploration of our true nature and how we're creating our experience, in such that when we do that, that is where freedom lies. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're giving someone permission to steamroll over you, or that you're going to tolerate intolerable behavior, or that what I mean. Quite often, though, that that sense that our buttons are being pushed, it's really saying more about us than them. I met someone recently, and there were comments happening that I was taking offense. I was taking them personally. I have no idea, honestly, what the intention was behind the words, but I took things personally. And I realized I couldn't know what was really the intention, the meaning behind the words. So if I took the words at face value and I didn't create my own story around that, that's where my freedom lies. The other thing that happened recently is that I met someone else who has not so long ago received a very serious health diagnosis. And then there's a list of other things that have happened, people that I've met, books that landed in my lap, that have me feeling like my buttons are being pushed, or that information is just being laid in front of me that I am revving myself up about regarding my own aging, health, and my own death. Not so much death, but thoughts about aging and pain and physical limitations and dependency, and which is a recurrent theme for me. So it hasn't necessarily come from my parents. I don't have children, don't have a spouse, or my friends, but I'm just seeing life is pushing some buttons for me. And the gift for me, the freedom for me, is an exploration. And that is exactly the way I see it. I see, like, oh yeah, there's something for me to study, to immerse myself in, to be curious about, to inquire about the me who has some anxiousness and fear around aging and all the stories I'm telling about that. I mean, perhaps there's some physical planning that I need to be doing. But, instead of walking around feeling like life is pushing my buttons and I don't like it and try to get away from it, I can see it as a gift. It's an opportunity. It's a portal and an invitation to do some exploration. So relationships seem to be where there's some hot buttons. The people that know us the best, that are closest to us and often do really love us, we can find that things they say and things they do feel like they're pushing our button. And there's an opportunity. There's a gateway there for you to explore that and see what there is to see. And whatever that insight is for you, whatever the realization for yourself, there's freedom in that, because it's pretty likely that you're going to see that it's not a problem, unless there's a boundary that needs to be set. But quite often it's coming from our own. We're creating our life and our experience of life from the inside out. So just give it a try. The next time you feel like, pushing my buttons again, just maybe slow down and say, I wonder if there's something to explore. And that via that exploration, there might be some freedom for me. That the next time they say that or do that, just kind of rolls off your back like water rolling off a duck.